And welcome to another episode of MTV Uncompressed. As usual, I'm your host, Samantha Rowley. Boys, I have a show of special interest to you today. It's dedicated to swimsuits and bikinis, and it's only appropriate here on the French Riviera. Why? First, the French Riviera is the birthplace of the lovely two pieces of clothing that we call a bikini. And second, bikinis are hot and sexy. What other reason do you really need? So let's get the action rolling with the first video of the day. To tell the story of the bikini, we first have to turn back a few pages and set the scene. Contrary to what you may think, ancient Romans did actually wear revealing bathing suits. But when their empire disappeared, so did everything resembling a bikini. Public bathing became viewed as indecent, and if there was a bathing suit, it covered everything. For hundreds of years, the poor deprived beachgoers of the world only had their imaginations to check out the crowd. I mean, what fun is that? Why even bother going to the beach? They fought the Crusades over religion, peasants fought kings and queens for independence. Al Capone waged war with the police for control of Chicago. And in the 1920s, they fought over swimsuits. That's right, when the first topless suit was introduced for men, many who wore it were actually arrested for indecent exposure. The conflict between the modest conservatives and those sporting more revealing suits would sometimes turn into gang-style violence. Who needs the Bloods and the Crips when you have the Skins and the Shirts? Hope you can stay with us. There's more great music videos and bikinis on the other side of the break. Ironically, this whole Victorian swimsuit attitude did not apply to young kids. In the 1930s, there was a new model called the sonnet swimsuit for young girls. The swimsuit looked like a pair of shorts only, with thin straps over the shoulders to hold them. The chest was left entirely bare, and the selling point was the full body exposure to the sun, to soak in all the healthy UV rays. Needless to say, you won't find this model in the stores any longer. And thank goodness for them, crazy American lawsuits were not yet in vogue. And now it's time to introduce the heroes of our show today. In 1946, two designers introduced a revolutionary small two-piece suit to the world. The slogan was, "A bathing suit that reveals everything about a girl except her mother's maiden name." Jacques Heim made his suit for his beach shop in Cannes and called it the Atom. At the same time, the other designer, Louis Reard, invented his own small two-piece suit. He named it the Bikini, and that name stuck. Imagine, I could be wearing an Atom right now. Think I'll stick with bikini. Now that the bikini was on the scene, it just needed a boost. And right on cue, along came Ursula Andress for the American audience and Brigitte Bardot in Europe. Her sexy scenes in the film And God Created Woman, also made here on the French Riviera, made bikinis all the rage. About this time, they also started making animal print suits from real animal furs. Although they looked rather sexy, it was not really a surprise that swimming in fur is much better for animals than it is for people. Now, we're going to move along to the free-loving days of the 60s, which was a very good time for bikinis. The designers pushed the envelope and became more and more exotic. They got out their scissors and made bikinis smaller and smaller. Then the thong hit the scene. All the changes followed one theme: less fabric, more skin, and lots of happier men. I suppose this trend should not have really been unexpected, seeing as most of the designers were men. don't go anywhere yet. Me and my bikini will be right here waiting for you. See you in a minute. The prefix "bi" in the word bikini is only coincidental. It does not actually refer to the two pieces. Nonetheless, someone did try a trikini in the 60s. Now, the trikini was 3 pieces, the bottoms and separate bra cups, held on by Velcro. Not surprisingly, it didn't stick around for long. Regardless, the improvements kept on coming, and of course, one man's improvement is a Catholic priest's controversy. This was the case with the scandalous monokini. As the name indicates, it was a topless swimsuit which was wildly popular initially, but also denounced by the Vatican press. Isn't everything?
What an exciting end to the match we
Now, truth be told, guys, who out there did not have a poster in his room growing up of his favourite bikini-clad model? So who's your favourite? Every teenager of the 80s remembers Phoebe Cates in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, or Bo Derek in the movie 10, Elle Macpherson on the cover of SI, Halle Berry looking fabulous walking out of the waves in that orange bikini in the James Bond film Die Another Day. Or maybe it's simply Pamela Anderson bouncing along the beach in Baywatch. Can't blame me for that.